Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Quest V. I am Rufo, playing this game for you. Woo! So, make our way to our reward for beating Estark. His place of enjoyment. To that end, I'm left to say Estark has a very twisted sense of enjoyment. For, well, this is not going to be simple. I'm with Vidal on that one. It's a very large and very complicated board. But you know what? Venapuff has landed the finishing blow on both Grandmaster Nimzo and Estark, and in fact he was pretty key for my getting through the Nadiria TNT board. So I'm going to send him through it, and rather than tour the board or before getting on it, I'm going to throw Venapuff onto the board, and we'll just tour it from there. And to that end, I am going to make use of save states, because there's a lot of the random number generator that I actually cannot manipulate with save states, so I can use it to prevent a bad search from ending my game here. I have the infinite TNT ticket, so literally all I'm doing is just saving time. The free TNT pass. Anyway, hello sir! Welcome to the TNT board. The Stark Raving TNT board. There's a non-zero chance that I will be Stark Raving by the time I'm done. Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't realize you had a free pass. You get 70 goes at rolling the dice. So, what are we looking at here? Well, here on the first floor, out of 5 floors, mind you, and sadly, looking around the map, we can't just switch floors, so we'll have to hopefully make it to those floors. But in this drawer here is another TNT ticket, so meh. If we continue on around, then we'll reach a treasure box, which has 100 gold in it. Or we could go the other way, which will lead us eventually to a treasure box, which has 100 gold in it. We're off to a grand start, clearly. But I'm going to take the upper path because there are shops along that path. And it is worth noting, has been discovered, if you run out of money on the TNT board, you do get thrown off the board. So you be careful about that. Your voice permeates the air. Fiery depths beckon. What? Okay. These things aren't fiery, they're pretty icy. Regardless, since Venapuff's immune to their breath attacks, see why I sent him on the board. I think they're on to me. Thank you, Vina Puff. I'm sure anyone else would have really struggled with that one. Lose money or lose a couple of turns. Oh, sweet. These warps just, yes, these two warps are linked, and so are these two warps. So all I've done is, move forward on the board since I don't care about that TNT ticket. Bother. This I care a little bit more about. Uh-oh. Clear off. Here we go again. Thank you. Lost! I'm not even going to get off the first floor, am I? Well, at least I'm gaining money. If nothing else. Here we go again. Alright. I'll actually save it because there is a chance that we'll just get a trapdoor, like that. So we're not going to search this time. Instead, we'll get some money. Are we having fun yet? Yay? Well, at least I'm gonna have money with me should I actually make it to a shop. Not sure I'll have enough turns to make it to a shop, but at least I will have money. Yay! Oh, finally. Alright. So, what have we got here? This drawer directly in front of us is 3,500 gold. Yay. But, over here we have the shop. And, the shop they sell diamonds, prayer rings, the flail of destruction, dark robes, which I'm still not sure who can actually equip, and meteorite bracers. Those are the major reason we have for coming onto the TNT board. This spot here is the junction point, so I need to make your deliberation between going north or south at the first junction a complete waste of time. But supposing we stay the course, we will come to the stairways upstairs, which will lead to the lower path on the first floor. Now, if we had gone down, then in this drawer is a Yggdrasil leaf. Notes are confusing me. And in this treasure box is a seed of strength. And should we stay the course, then well, we'll land on the left path. That is upstairs. This trapdoor, is that going to actually drop me off of the board? I don't know. It might drop me off the board. It might land me on another part of the board. Hard to say. Maybe if the opportunity presents itself, we will find out. Meantime, I'm going to lose money. Oh noes! Half of the magic that I don't have. Right. Good work, Peter Puff. I'm only on the second floor and I've already burned through half of my turns. We are a long ways from the end of the board. What do we got here? We have some money. I found pocket change. Can we get that elusive 2? Definitely not. Let's see if we can... Sure, why not? Do some packs a punch. Well, I got the 2. I will not. Alrighty. Let's just reload it and continue and stay the course then. Which was plan A, but you know. So now we'll get that 6. And be forced on to the high voltage. Ow. The high voltage will take 1/3 of your maximum health. If you die on the board, you do get thrown off of it. Fortunately, I have an opportunity to bother to heal. I might hilariously get poisoned. See if any of them can manage that one, though. Okay, guys, game over. With regard to the combat difficulty, the longer you're on the board, the more dangerous the fights get. Which, probably goes a long ways towards the difficulty of this board. Thank you. That's not the button I wanted to hit, but, you know, because I wanted to explore the board. Alright, we didn't fall off the board. That's the important part. Let's look around the board a bit. So, what's that drawer right in front of us? We have some holy water. Okay. And then in this pot is 190 gold. Leading all the way up to the stairwell, where the paths will converge. If we went along the other path, then up here, find a drawer, which... No, that's the holy water. I'm reading my map wrong. Wait, no I'm not. Yes, I am. Yeah, this is the holy water. This one's the 190 gold. And also right in front of us, followed very shortly by the shop. This one is a medical herb. Also kind of useless. We have another shop which has the same inventory. And in this pot is a falcon blade. Alright then. So, let's see if we can make it across. No sign of that elusive 2. Instead, we must do battle with the jail cats. These cats are gonna find themselves on a hot tin roof. Ow! Jeez. Hey guys, what's going on? First off, we're gonna get rid of you. And I'm gonna have sand in my eyes. Right. I have much fire, some for each of you. Right. I fear by the time we make it to the bottom, things are going to be absolutely terrifying. It's just the more encounters we get. Oh, my magic! Oh, wait. Alright, we have made it to the next floor. So, what we got here? Well, in that pot there, where we would have reached if we had gone the other way, is a TNT ticket. So I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that. And, well, then we are forced to go around on go down the right side, which means that treasure box is we're only going to see if we come all the way around. But since it's a tombola ticket, once again I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. So we make our way down. Well, we come to a toll gate. Oh yes, and this spot here, this is the most hateful spot on the board. It will send you back to the start. So we definitely want to avoid that at all costs. So our objective for this part of the map is to land on a warp tile, which 4 of them are on the other side of the toll gate. There's only 1 to be found on this side. Goody. If we land on one of those warp tiles, we will be taken up here, where, once again, we get to choose our path. Though it'll probably be quite well chosen for us by the dice. Because, well, from the warp tile, if we roll a 2 or a 3, we're definitely taking the upper path. If we roll a 4, we're definitely taking the lower path. In this drawer, I have no idea. The guide I'm working with has missed that one. So I have no idea what's in that drawer. Maybe we'll get to find out. But on the lower path, there's a pot. What is in this pot? This pot is some robust lingerie. Okay. And that will continue us down to the actual path forward. So, we have reached the convergence point. Let's see if it does us any good. Oh, neat. Where would I like to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 5 or a 6, really? More so the 5 than the 6. Yay! Ha! This has availed me pretty much nothing. That's what we have the save states for, though. How much is this gate toll? 500 coins. Okay, that's not terrible. Alright, where would a 6 land me if I had gone the other way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push me forward 5, which would put me on the arrow sign. Nice! Oh, what am I looking for here? A 2 or a 5? Thank you. Awesome. We are making progress. Rapidly running out of turns. Fine, fine. Be that way. But now where to? 6, huh? 3, 4, 5. I'll take it. I will groan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brownies! I like my brownies darker. Crunchy even. Which is a lie, because I'm not that fond of edge pieces of brownies. But it was good for the joke. Well, I'm getting all the money, at least. Neat. Where do I want to go? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'll take the 6. I'm not too concerned about getting into the dungeons because, well, loot is not really what I'm here for. I'm here for the grand prize. Although there are some really good stuff to be found in those dungeons. That's something for my own time, and preferably when I've got more turns to burn. Alright, what do we got around here? Well, in the treasure box that I've already passed, there's a Yggdrasil leaf. Oh well. make our way along. And now we start running into some trapdoors. These two trapdoors are significant because they will drop us onto a separate section of the board where there's a treasure box in which we can find a metal king shield. The only other way to get one of these shields is by trading in a whole lot of mini-metals. So, I might not be too opposed to falling onto that part of the board, except, of course, that there's a fair likelihood that we'll end up back at the start if we end up down there. It's not a pleasant place. But if we make our way past that, we can find ourselves a seed of magic in this drawer. Dear Lord, I hope I don't land just in front of the drawer. Then we end up with two more trapdoors, which also will drop us onto a separate part of the board, much like the previous one. But there's a pot with a mini medal on that part of the board. If we make it past the trapdoors, then in this pot there we can find a resilience seed. And two more trapdoors. Third verse, same as the first, except of course that the treasure box on this part of the board is empty. But if we make it past all that, we can go through a toll gate, which I presume is just going to be another 500 gold, since so far that's what they've all been. And proceed around. Where once again our objective is to land on one of these warp panels. If we don't land on the warp panel, instead make our way to land on these drawers, then there's some pajamas. Pajamas can be purchased with mini medals. The perk of the pajamas is that they allow you to attack whilst asleep. So they're kind of neat. Another warp. Gets another warp. More nonsense we don't want much to deal with. Still another warp, and then a treasure box, which has 3,000 gold in it. And we're back where we started. If we land on a warp, we will end up here. In this treasure box, there's 2,500 gold. In this pot, there's a seed of magic. And then we have another shop. And our path further down the board. Let's see where the game decides to throw me. Wickerman! Yeah, throwing fireproof enemies at Beat and Puff doesn't work out so well in their favor. Hello, sir! How much is your inn? 300 gold coins. I have no need for the stay. Beat and Puff's actually at full health. Swish! Alright. Well, we're not going down. Yet. Ah, something to make that inn stay a complete waste of money. Oh boy. Ah, there's the aforementioned metal king shield. And up here, there's that mini medal. Lost over here, there's the empty box. But now that we've fallen down here, we're not getting back up to the part of the board we fell from. Instead, the finish is in sight. Supposing we don't roll a 4. Oh well. Should we make it to the warp zone, and this is the case for all three of these segments of the board. If we make it to the warp zone, then we'll be taken here, where, after a bit of a windy path, we will make our way to here, which is the convergence point. If we had made it down the stairs on the previous floor, we would end up here. And in this pot, there's a mini medal. Not much else. These stairs are significant for what is past the convergence point, which are these three trapdoors. These three trapdoors are the pathway to the 5th level of the board. Now, if you fall down one of the first two trapdoors, then you will have a chance to get at a pot with some orichalcum fangs in it. If you fall down the third one, then you'll have a chance at a treasure box with some metal king armor. And, well, then you'll be taken back to here. Or to make your way around again. Hopefully you can make it to the finish and plummet. And the final plummet to your grand rise. That's only going to matter if we can make it there. How are we doing? Well, we're not back at the start of the board, so at least there's that. Out of the way, birds. Oh, so I'd really like a 1. Am I gonna get it? No. I'll actually give that one the save and see which dungeon we're going to. What do we got? Whoa. Ah, this is the poison dungeon. So let's see. Which would mean that this drawer right in front of me is empty. That seems like a wondrous way to sink ink all of my turns. Let's see, in this drawer we have a Yggdrasil leaf. Around here, where we have a pot. In this pot, we have a mini medal. And it will take us onto this warp will clearly lead us onto this little road, which is definitely the place to be. Very clearly. Let's see. This treasure chest, 10 gold. This treasure chest, 10,000 gold. This treasure chest, a silver shield. This treasure chest, a ruinous shield. It's an interesting theming going on there. Oh! we are forced to go this way around. Wasn't that pleasant? Let's see, what's in this drawer? A rebirth stone. Okay. What's in this pot? This pot is a mini medal. Nice. And then I suppose we can choose to make our way to the exit or try to land on the central island. But in this drawer, we have some packs a punch. Yeah, let's not go this way. My ability to make progress will be too limited. On to examine the ground. Well, we didn't find a hole, which is really all I care about. Don't! from there. Oh! Right! Well, I don't think we're getting very far. Maybe we can. My money! Come on, Vina Puff. You can do it. No, maybe not. Vina Puff's maximum hit points is going 1 point down. Ow. Bug was not able to defend from the teeth of Vina Puff. I don't like the sound of this. So yeah, this is what a typical game of TNT tends to look like. Sure, it's a good thing for that infinite, for that free pass. Regardless, yeah, that pot there has the Orichalcum fangs, and that treasure chest has the Metal King armor. And reaching the goal will send us plummeting down that hole over there in order to reach this treasure box. The technical goal of what we're after. What's in the box? Well, believe it or not, it's a monster. A monster for us to recruit. And, well, hopefully I will be able to show that off. Suffice it to say, this is going to take some work, so, well, we'll see if the video ends here, or ends here due to my running out of patience on the board, or if we actually get there. So, let's find out. Well, I stepped on a question mark, I landed on a question mark spot, and I got sent to a treasure trove. Which, well, there's a lot of treasure to be had in a treasure trove. And, well, hopefully it's to be had. Though I have, kept forgetting to mention that, the actual reason to work on going through this board is not only to land on a shop to get some meteorite armbands and stuff, but to actually, to truly claim to have finished the game, we would need to get the Katas trophy from Estark. Doing so requires beating him in 15 turns. Since it's got 9,000 hit points, it's an average of 600 damage per turn. Yeah, we'd need some significant levels. A terrific TNT treasure trove. What do we have in these 5 rooms? Choose a room, find all the treasure within the time limit. How do you get the time limit? Well, you roll some dice and hope we don't roll ones. But the first roll is the most important, clearly. "41 seconds. Pick a door and hope you can find the treasure within. In which there's 5 doors. So, what's to be found? Well, in one of these rooms, there's 10 gold coins, a kamikaze bracer, a mini medal, a silver shield, and some Yggdrasil dew. In another room, there's a single chest with 15,000 gold coins in it. The third room, falcon blade, 2 mini medals, some sacred armor, and a seed of resilience. The fourth room, which I'm guessing is the big pile of chests room, 42 gold coins, 10 mini medals, 12 tombola tickets, and a power shield. The fifth room, we'll have a golden tiara, a mini medal, a prayer ring, a TNT ticket, and a Yggdrasil leaf. Not necessarily in the order of the rooms that I've shown, so let's pick one and see where it lands us. Oh gosh. Ice! All this for a mini medal? I think we might have found room 3. If you see a falcon blade, we'll know for sure. There's a silver shield. No, this would be room 1. Funny. I'm totally confused then. That kamikaze bracer, though. Oh, there's a mini medal in room 1. Oh, let's see. What's still to be found here? The Yggdrasil dew and the 10 gold coins. There's the gold. And there's the dew. Alright then. It's one of the only ways to get more than one dew, so, must do the dew. God, I'll take that and go. I'm so tired of being on this side of the board. At least it's paid off. Hata! Yes, yes, into the bag with it. Now, can I get off this part of the board without being sent back to the start? Oh, I don't think we're ever gonna get there. Venupuff's gonna get high off of this gas. Oh, hey! Sean! What do you got here? Oh, baby. And of course, I've apparently made 40 grand wandering around on this board. You know what? I want these. Everyone will have one. That's gonna have to go into the bag. you take some of this junk? Okay, it's not so much junk. Damn, I still have no idea who can use that, but... Alright then. Well, I have achieved one of my objectives on the board. I can't believe I'm still in my second game. Yes, I did collect that Metal King shield in this game. I got sent back to the start. It makes for the second time that's happened in that same spot. Someday we might get there. Opportunity strikes. Just take me somewhere. Off the board. Good to know. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Or packs a punch. Yay! Into the bag with it. Game over. Yeesh. Well, I think so far my patience has worn pretty thin, so to make it to the end, then, well, that's just going to be its own video. But we will see. Till then, later.